Hey everybody, we're just going to be going live here today. We're just doing a nice Q&A. I'll probably be here for about an hour. I'm just going to be chatting away. We're going to be talking about whatever. There's 100 days until Christmas. There's only like a little bit more than 100 days left until the end of the year. Should be pretty good. I'm excited. I'm excited to just be jabbering away with you guys. Like it should be a good stream here. Like welcome everyone who is joining, because we should have a really solid experience here today. But yeah, it's a good like evening snack of a Q&A. So yeah, I'm Zach. We're just going to be doing a Q&A about, data engineering, AI engineering, data science, whatever the hell you want to talk about. Like we're going to be doing all of that. Like it should be pretty good. I have a pretty cool feature that I want to display to y'all that I added to my platform over the weekend. I've been kind of like grinding my face off a little bit trying to build more AI features into my platform and everything. So, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat here, and we will get to them as soon as possible. So we're gonna let a couple more people kind of like come on in here over the next couple minutes here, and then we can kind of go from there. But like, ask away, fire away, whatever questions y'all might have. I'm here to answer them. We are going to be doing an AI bootcamp in October. And for the free, the absolutely beginner boot camp, the absolutely free beginner boot camp, we will be making more content this week. I'm sorry that was delayed. Things are kind of coming back together now. I'm finally like feeling better. I was feeling really off for like a while there, and now I'm finally kind of like getting back into my groove and getting back into like what I'm supposed to be doing in my life. Like it's kind of crazy, but definitely if you guys have any thoughts or any questions, that'll be good. If not, we will be oh yeah, hey Arezo, how's it going, man? Nice to see you here. Yeah, and so like if you guys have any questions about career, data science, data engineering, whatever the hell you want to talk about, I'm here, and we can jammer away, we can talk, we can chat, we can do everything, and that will allow us to freaking have a really fruitful stream here. So yeah. Hey Jose, how's it going? Nice to see you guys. Nice to see you. Yeah. Hey Kanika, how's it going? Yeah. Keep up the good work. Yep. Let's get hype. AI enabled app have so much potential. Yeah. So like, what I want to show you guys, I think we have enough people here to kind of go over this. Let me let me show you guys like what I want to show you here. Okay. So okay, there we go. Now let's go to data expert. So one of the things I added recently, right, is this page called Am I a Fit? So if you go to dataexpert.io/am-i- here, I'm going to put this in the chat here just so y'all can check this out as well if you want to try it out. So it's dataexpert.io/am I a fit? So then in here, what it will do is I'm just going to put in a LinkedIn profile. Like here, someone in the chat, who in the chat here, can someone put your LinkedIn profile in here in the chat? Can you just like send it over? Because I don't want to use mine because I'm a bad fit for most of my own curricula. But if you have your LinkedIn URL, I want to use someone's LinkedIn URL to do this. This is a very cool AI feature, I promise. So you have to give me your LinkedIn URL and what your career goals are. So if you can give me both of those, then we'll be able to go forward here. Just anyone who wants to do that, it'll be really great, and then you'll be able to see this AI feature in action. It's really cool. Like and we're going to be going over how to build this in the AI bootcamp as well. So it'll be pretty fun. Hey Zach, oh, this is a good question here. Hey Zach, running a DA today, I figured out how the role of DE definitely helps small and big businesses scale as long as the data is mature enough to build the pipelines and systems. Yeah, I mean data engineering causes all things to be very flowy. Okay, here's one. We have Ibranova. Okay, so this is the LinkedIn URL we're going to use. We're going to use Ibranova. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Ibranova. And Ibranova, Ibrahim, what career goal do you have? Can you Ibrahima, can you put what your career goal is? Like what are you trying to do? Right. And we can go from there. And then we might end up using Kanika's here as well. Kanika, if you can also tell me what you are trying to do, like what your career goal is, then we will go with that. But you guys have to share me what your career goal is, right? So that will be good. Oh, nice. I love all the freaking I love all the sharing here. This is gonna be so sick. So like I'm gonna let Ibrahima, like hopefully he's gonna get back to me here. Right. Hi, I'm interested in this boot camp. What do you teach? It's a lot of AI, right? So this we're gonna be building AI products, right? All right, we're gonna use Kanika's what is that? Kanika Tolver. Right? Oh, data analytics. Okay, cool. Ibrahim got back to me, so we'll do that. We'll say like I want to improve my data analytics skills and get a job. All right. So we're gonna say analyze my fit. So now this is like a real time job. So here is Ibrahima's skills, right? So we found out he's like he's an aspiring financial data analyst, passionate about turning financial data into business insights, and he goes to Marcy Lab School. And then here is his summary. So right now this AI is crunching through all of the programs that I offer, and it's going to kind of spit out what the best fit is for his skill set. And like it's going to take just give it just a little bit of time here, and it will eventually come back, and we will do this stuff. But like if you guys want to try this out yourself, you can do that, right? If you want to like so it's you can go to so it's dataexpert.io / am I a fit, and you can actually do this. You can do this analysis. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes because it's like it does a lot. Like what behind the scenes, what this is actually doing is a lot. It's a lot. So it's it pulls in all the curricula, and it looks at all of your skills, and then it tries to match all of them at once, right? So it's going. It's almost there. I bet this one is almost done. So we'll give it in just a second. So Pradeep, what is this? So this is a way to figure out what your optimum learning path is, right? With AI, right? So what it does is it matches your LinkedIn profile to all of the learning programs. Oh, there we go. So now it's done, right? So it says, see your profile analysis. So here's Ibrahima. It says, I want to improve my data analytics skills and get a job, right? And then here's his professional summary. So here is the recommended programs, right? So he says his number one match is the all access subscription. And you'll see number 2 match, number 3 match is like the AI engineering bootcamp starting October 20th, right? And then here's like the 15-week challenge. So like, and you'll see in here, it will say like why it's a fit, right? So like you'll see like it even talks about the challenges, right? This catalog includes advanced DEAI topics that could feel overwhelming. He'll need to focus on the analytics track and manage scope, right? Refreshers, analytical patterns and advanced SQL, data visualization, impact, data modeling, KPIs and experimentation will reinforce and extend his existing analytics toolkit, right? So it gives you very, very personalized recommendations of like what your best possible program is, and it's pretty cool. And then like if you want to, right, you should be able to like you can see. Oh, I need to fix that. There used to be a button here. I guess there's no longer a button here. What the hell? There's like, oh, that's amazing. I love how this is like just hidden. This is a nice little vibe coded thing here. So this is like gonna match you up, and then like you can go and find that. Like if you want to go and find those programs, you can just go to dataexpert.io, and then all of the programs are here, right? So here's like the all access subscription, and this is where you can actually like go and buy the subscription and learn more details about it. So are we using generative AI? 100%, right? Why are there people sharing links? Because people wanted to get their profile analyzed, right? So that's kind of like what's going on here. So like we build, like this is an AI tool, right? You see how this is what this is? It's an AI tool that actually matches you up, right? It's pretty cool, right? Yep. So it's pretty good. Hi Zach, I did the community bootcamp and got the cert. So my question is, can we still access the free APIs? Free APIs for real-time data? I mean, like I don't think so. Like, I mean, if you have the Kafka stream should still work. The Kafka stream should still work. The key that you got for Kafka should still work, but everything else is probably not going to work, right? So yeah, like definitely, I highly recommend checking out this link though. It will give you a good kind of idea of like what program I'm offering. So like one of the things that I am doing, right? Do we have the 1 second? Let's go back to Data Expert. The one that like I really think that people should be thinking about joining here is this one in October 20th, right? We have this AI engineering bootcamp where that, you know, you saw that product that I just showed you that matches you to like programs. We're going to be building stuff like that in this exact bootcamp. It's really sick. It's going to be like it's 5 weeks. So we'll start October 20th and it will end right before Thanksgiving. And yeah, we'll cover all sorts of stuff like prompt engineering, RAG, MLOps, RAG basics, end-to-end AI applications, right? And then there's obviously Q&A and tech talks with me. And so, yeah, it's good. That's a good flow to get people invested in the right service. Yeah, for sure. Because it's like, I want to make it so that people, like, I don't give them more information than they need. I'm trying to get them the minimum amount of information they need to like achieve their goal, right? And that's going to be the kind of the path forward that like I would imagine as we kind of like step forward into this new world, right? It's this new AI world is pretty crazy, and so like I'm excited about it. But like if you guys are interested in joining uh any program, you can get 30% off here with dataexpert.io/I accept. And then that can get you, whether that be the AI program or the subscription or anything like that. This gets you 30% off. It's a pretty good coupon. And so yeah, it'll get you $900 off the AI engineering course. So yeah, Kanika, I like this program. Thank you so much. Like I'm trying, I'm building. I want to be in the AI engineering. Yeah, then you are a great fit for that, Kanika. 100%, very good fit for this. Like if you want to join this AI engineering bootcamp, it's going to be great. It's we're taking a second one, right? And so I was like, I'm looking at the prices. They seem too high. How deep is this bootcamp? Is this something basic? And no, it's not basic. You just saw what I built there. That matching of like freaking everything. That's not a basic AI project, right? That's not that's not it at all, right? It's freaking like it's gonna be freaking really good. It's a great freaking bootcamp, right? It teaches you everything that you need to know to build AI products, which is like and $2,000 is actually not that much money. If you compare it to college, right? One semester of college for most people is $15,000. $15,000, right? And I'm charging $2,000. So it's not that high, right? Honestly, and I'm teaching AI, which is like the most relevant skill that you could possibly learn right now, right? So you got to remember, like freaking that, like that's definitely going to be the case, like all the time, right? That there's always going to be people and there's always going to be things that are going to feel high or going to feel like an investment, and they are an investment, right? Because that's kind of the way to do things, right? It's like, I mean, if you go look at other boot camps, right, it'll be the other way to do it. When next vids are coming up for the free bootcamp. So the beginner bootcamp, we should have new videos in the next day or two. Like it's a lot. Like for me, I realized that making videos for free, right, making videos completely for free is very difficult for me because there's just no motivation to do it besides like goodwill, right? Besides like I love people, and that's like the thing that is hard, right? How can I get the link on Twitter? It's just Kanika, I just say go to dataexpert.io, right? And then remember the coupon is just I accept. I accept is the coupon. I am or Kanika, if you send me a DM on Twitter, if you can send me a DM, that works great too. What program do you think is best for being a data engineer that feeds into AI projects? So I would say that there's a couple different ones here, right? I would probably say that's the AI engineering bootcamp. The AI engineering bootcamp is going to be the one that if you're trying to like, because data engineering and AI engineering have a big intersection, right? The intersection here is between like you have like RAG and context engineering, because like at the end of the day, like AI can only make decisions as good as the data as you provide it, right? If you provide the AI bad data, it will make bad decisions, right? And so if you provide the AI bad context, it's going to make bad decisions. Just that's how it works. And so like if you are trying to do better, right? If you're trying to find like another way to do things, right? And you're trying to like have your AI not hallucinate, right? That'd be the way that it would be, right? Yeah, I'll see. What exactly do you cover? So it covers, do you offer a refund in case I don't like it? So we do offer, if you, like you can check out, like you can buy right now and you can look at the course material, the previous course material. And then if you don't like that, you can get a 100% refund. But if you start the cohort, then we can get you a 75% refund if you don't like it within the first week. And then after the first week, if you stay after the first week, then there's no refunds. That's how that's our refund policy. So yeah, definitely, I would highly recommend checking it out. You won't regret it. It's definitely one of the best things ever. I'd love to make this investment, but living in Brazil, this amount is very high for me. Still, I continue supporting your projects. Bruno, if you can send me a LinkedIn DM, I can probably get you like a purchasing power parity discount. There's going to be a couple of them, right? You said to move to Seattle, SF, New York City as soon as possible. Yes, do it. Just don't even think about it. Just freaking go and move to these cities. Like if you have the opportunity to move to Seattle or move to San Francisco or move to New York, do it right now. Just don't even think about it. Just go. Just like, and realize that everything will work out for you. Everything will 100% work out for you. And like, just send it and be brave. Right. How important is object-oriented analysis and design in data science? Should we still focus on software architecture, or is it better to prioritize skills like modeling since AI can generate code? Architecture is still super important. Like, I don't know, like if AI is good at generating like small chunks of code, but at very, very big picture stuff, the AI chokes. The AI chokes, right? And so like AI is very good at developing things within a solid architecture. I've noticed that like when I've been using Claude Code, I've been very grateful for the architecture that I've set up for Data Expert, because then Claude Code can really develop new features and develop new things very quickly because I've set up a rock solid architecture, right? I'm in Vancouver only if I can get H1B. Yeah, I mean, sure, Vancouver's good enough as well. Vancouver has like a lot of good opportunities. So thanks. I'm going to buy the subscription first. Sorry to bother you, but there are many scammers, man. Yeah, that's great. The subscription's a really good place to start. You can get the AI engineering bootcamp in the subscription right now, the old one. There's an old one that started back in July. Some of that content needs to be refreshed. Like, we didn't do a perfect job in the previous iteration, but like definitely I would recommend it's a good first step is getting the subscription. I totally agree with that. Like, and so like if you guys are interested in any of my products, right, you can go to dataexpert.io/iaccept, and that you can get 30% off that way. But yeah, and pretty like definitely when you buy, reach out to me and we can talk a little bit more in the Discord, and I can give you a little bit more advice on like what you what would probably work better for you personally. So yeah, and definitely like if you guys are curious about like oh, this is a good question. What are your thoughts on just go to Seattle, San Fran, etc.? Some of us are immigrants that are your thoughts on priorities after you land in those cities. Well, like your thoughts, you should be networking, you should be going to events, you should be freaking like upskilling, you should like learn AI, you should freaking build projects, you should like take risks, right? If you are an immigrant, right, then you are going to need to be here, and you need to like have a some sort of reason to be here, and maybe that means you have to be excellent in your own country first, and so that you can make an investment, so you can be on like O1 or H1B or EB1, right? You need to be one of those, right? I think that is going to be a better opportunity for you, like because you like if you're an immigrant, right, then freaking it's harder, right? Because they're going to send you back. Like if you're here on like a visitor visa, right, you can't really make money, right? So that's like it's a trade. So like but like at the end of the day, like get a master's degree, go get a master's degree. It makes it a lot easier to freaking to get in, right? And then be on H1B. That's definitely one way to do it, right? Taha says, I came across your community edition. I'm currently working as a data engineer and was wondering how valuable this program would be for someone like me. It'd be extremely valuable. Just extremely valuable. Just do it. Like you would if you're already a data engineer, you are a perfect fit. What are your thoughts on senior product managers who wants to become more technical? Do you think AI engineering program is the best fit? I think that can be a very good fit, because like at the end of the day, like you need to be able to like build products with AI, and like you got to understand like the barrier to entry is so much lower, and like if you have the product skills, right? If you have the product skills, then like that's going to be great. I do think that like the AI bootcamp might be a little bit technical for you. Like there might be a little bit of a learning curve if you have no experience with Python and no experience with like, especially no experience with Python. Then that is going to be that's something that like between now and October 20th, you're going to want to study up on that. And like at the same time, like remember, like you can actually check that out. Kanika, one second. Let me find your LinkedIn real quick, because it's like you have one. It's like https www.linkedin.com/in/Kanika Tolver, right? I think that's what it is, right? One second. Let me. Okay, I found you. Yep, that's right. Yep, and then it's like I want to become a better AI engineer, right? So here it's gonna look at your profile, and we're gonna let that I just here let me share my screen again so you guys can see what's going on. So it found, here is Kanika's profile, right? So she's a senior AI product manager, and she's the author of Career Rehab. That's pretty cool. And here's her career summary. So we pulled all this from LinkedIn, and now this is going to analyze the fit for all of my programs, and we'll get to that, right? I have a scheduled call. Not sure if it's with you or Matali. It's going to be with Matali. Like I'm going to be taking more calls probably like next week. I will be taking some calls, but like Matali's going to do it, right? It's going to be great, right? So yeah, we're going to block that guy. Thank you very much, Muzgo. Let's see here. I use Claude Go, also super cool about architecture. I prefer design on Draw.io, like you have mentioned. Yeah, for sure. Draw.io is pretty cool. Like, I mean, and like you can get some pretty cool stuff here. Okay, here, Kanika, we'll see. Like, you'll see these are like the recommended programs, and like let's just go over like what it's saying for you, right? So here is the why this program fits you, and you'll see prerequisites assessment. This is like this is something that it says likely lacks the stated intermediate Python and SQL, needs a short ramp up before start. 30 to 50 hours. This is probably a little bit high, but like you probably need like you probably need to take like 10 to 15 hours of like Python. If you have no Python experience, then like that's going to be that's going to be really necessary. SQL is not really as important for this, but like definitely like you need to feel at least a little bit comfortable in Python to be able to like really like get the value out of this if you have no Python skills. So you see, yeah, you see, program expects intermediate in Python. She may need to upskill in Python. You see, that's like the AI is very clear about that, right? So that would be the way to be thinking about this. And if you guys are interested, in doing this, right, you can go to dataexpert.io/am I a fit, and you can actually understand what would be the best program for you as well. What do you recommend for the ones hitting for senior position after 5 years of experience? So I would say for you, like you probably want to either focus on there's two ways to go for that, right? So we have two different projects or two different like programs that are really open for that. So we have this so it depends on how much money you want to spend, right? So if you have 5 years of experience, this might be a good one. This one's $97, right? And this gives you lifetime access to Iceberg and Airflow. And it's like 8 hours of content, and like it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. And you can actually get this for 30% off as well. So you can get it for like 60 bucks. That one's pretty sick. If you're really looking to make an investment, then this one here, this 15-week challenge, I know this looks like a big number here, but like you get one-on-one mentorship with me, and we are gonna get you to that next level. We're gonna try to get you to that leadership level. We're gonna get you the architecture skills, and this gives you so at the end of this, you will feel very proficient in Snowflake and in Databricks and in AI. That's what this is. So this 15-week challenge is 5 weeks of Snowflake, 5 weeks of Databricks, and 5 weeks of AI engineering. And so like this is from January 2nd until April 18th. There's very limited spots for this though. There's only like I think there's like 8 or 9 spots left here because I can't one-on-one mentor everybody. I have a very few amounts here for that. So that would be probably the way that it would be, right? All right. Oh well, I guess it's the same thing here. Gonna just use YouTube and read courses. I can't even buy courses nowadays. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Thank you, Pradeep. Yep. 100%. Please unfollow me, Pradeep. I've created a modular pipeline that ingested geospatial LiDAR files using Microsoft Copilot. It's beginner level, but I managed to get it to work. I also want freelance, but big tech seems nice. Freelance is better. I feel like freelance, you can actually get a lot more freedom, right? You can get a lot more like value and freedom as you kind of grow, right? So like I would say that that's going to be the big way to kind of like go about doing things is going to be like, how can you market yourself and how can you build a brand, right? Because that's really where you're going to really get the biggest bang for your buck is going to be from that kind of angle, right? It's going to be great. What are some important things to study for system design interview round for senior DE? There's a bunch of there, like so there's a big one called Lambda versus Kappa architecture. So Lambda architecture and Kappa, like if you Google that, Lambda versus Kappa architecture, understanding the trade-offs between those two architectures is super important. Kappa architecture is really catching hold because like Iceberg hasn't really enabled it to be a lot easier and a lot more seamless. So yeah, it's pretty great. I'm excited about it. Like that's going to be another really great way to go about doing things. Other things, I mean, CAP theorem. You know about CAP theorem? That's like consistency, availability, partition tolerance. CAP theorem. Like if you know CAP theorem, you know freaking Lambda versus Kappa architecture. You know like how to handle late arriving data. Like how to handle late arriving data. That would be great too, right? Thank you, Zach. I plan to book a consultation soon. Amazing. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you. Like I'm excited. I'm excited for everyone. Like you can start the next year off really strong if you really focus here. You can really start the next year strong. You would be surprised at how far you can actually get if you just like focus and grind out. Like you can make next year the best one, right? For the top mentorship plan, what would be the position one can look for in the workspace? What are the top positions a pro senior DE can get? Well, like if you're working with me and like you are doing that over those 15 weeks, like we're gonna try to get you mentorship ready, right? And so for the top mentorship plan, what would be the one? Okay, so you could get jobs like I'm not promising anything because I would need to know. Like it depends on what level you are at, right? Because that's going to be the like kind of like I have to know where you're at first to be able to know what where I can get you, and then like also like, do you live in California? Do you live in New York? Do you live in India? Like, you know, there's a lot of other questions. Like if you live in another country, like I'm not going to be able to promise you like a job in big tech, but I can definitely promise you to like that, like we're going to work with you to make you really interview ready to get you to that next level, right? So but if you are in the United States, then we can definitely work with you and get you referrals and get you like at least a shot. We can get you an interview in big tech. I'm not promising a role in big tech, but we can get you an interview, right? How is this AI engineering bootcamp different from the one happened in July? A couple things. So like we are focusing more on RAG, less on prompt engineering. That's a big thing. We're going to focus more on MCP. MCP is a big thing. And we're going to focus a lot more on AI agents. We're going to do a lot more AI agents. Will you make a video out of this? Yes, 100%. We'll make a video for sure. A general scope is good. I'm from Venezuela. Yeah, that's gonna I think it'd be difficult, right? Will they sponsor if I get an interview? Probably not. But like it comes back to like it depends. Big tech might like I'm not an immigration guy, y'all. Like it's not like I just teach data engineering. I'm not an immigration guy. So like I'm not gonna be like yes or no. Like it's like freaking it really depends. It really depends on like what you may or may not be thinking about there, right? So like I would say like they might like it's like I'm just being honest, right? It's that's how like a lot of this stuff works, right? If you're really good and you have a master's degree and it looks like you could actually like get in and get H1B, right? Then like we can then and you can get selected. That's why like having like if you're an immigrant, it's super important to get a degree. It's super important to get a master's degree because then like you'll actually be a lot more likely to be selected in the H1B process, right? So that'd be great. What do you think of Databricks Free Edition? I think it's good. I think it's a step in the right direction. I've thought about making some content on the Databricks Free Edition and actually like teaching people Databricks that way. Just some like free content on Databricks Free Edition. Yeah. I already have H1B. If you already have H1B, then why do you need a sponsorship? You can just transfer it. Like you're good. Yeah, for sure. Like they'll help you, right? Yep. Then yeah, Nishant, like you should reach out to me. Reach out to me if you're already on. Then freaking let's talk. Let's talk. Like you might be a really good fit for the January program. So are you going to do videos every night? Like I'm trying my best, guys. Like freaking like at the same time, like you gotta understand, like when I'm doing the free boot camp, right? I make nothing from it. I make $0 from it. It's literally just goodwill. So like my motivation to do it is not that high, right? It's just not that high. So it's like harder for me to actually focus and get it done. Right. So like yeah. How will I reach out to you? Just send me a DM on Twitter, Nishant. Just send me a DM on Twitter and you can reach out. It's exactly you should see which one, right? What will be the structure of the bootcamp? So we have the AI engineering bootcamp that's going to be starting here in a couple of weeks, right? That'd be great, right? In the future, are you planning to include MCP architecture in the AI engineering courses? Yes, that's going to be a part of it. We're going to be building our own MCP servers, not just connecting to them. We're going to also build our own MCP server because at the end of the day, that's really where the value is if you can have an AI that like actually does like private things in your business and does actual like things and interacts with your data directly, that's really where the value is, right? So like if you guys are interested in like anything that I offer here, like I highly recommend you can go to dataexpert.io/I accept, and then you can get 30% off anything that I offer. That'll be great, right? I'm currently taking your absolute beginners DE program, and I have loved the approach so far. I just finished the REST API Python basics. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get more videos out for that. Like, we're gonna have more. We're definitely gonna have more videos out for that. Like, pretty soon. I was planning to do a video today, but my head was just in a weird spot. Like, I just like it's hard when you're as a creator. It's hard because sometimes like you want to make videos, but like if your head and heart aren't in it, then like you just aren't gonna freaking. It's not gonna work out. It's just not gonna work out, right? You have to freaking you have to like actually like want to do it, right? You have to actually want to do things. So I mean like definitely it should be pretty good. Should be pretty good. Like I'm pretty excited to see where all of this kind of like goes and where we can actually build into things, right? Is AI engineering bootcamp free? No, it's not. It's not free. No, like freaking, like Sankar, just freaking pay me. Like freaking, like you guys gotta realize YouTube pays me $200 a month. All right, $200 a month. That's what I get paid from YouTube. All right, $200 a month, and it's like, if it, guess what? If freaking and it's like, and Snowflake and Databricks and all these companies, they don't really want to sponsor me. They don't want to like enable me to make more content. So like I have to make money somehow, right? And it's like if I just make everything free, right, that is freaking like not possible. It's just not possible. Like it's freaking, because otherwise like we need to be able to build things, and I need to be able to be motivated to like actually keep growing and building here and having people support me, right? Because that's like, honestly, that's the way that like this works, right? Because it's like if I was like a different YouTuber who got millions and billions of views, then I could just do that. But guess what? That will never happen. That will never happen, because AI engineering and data engineering will always be niche. There will always, getting more than like 2 million views on a video for in this space is pretty much impossible. So yeah, and I wish I could just offer everything for free and be able to feel like that was a smart use of my time. But yeah, that's gonna be the way to think about it. But like, it's gonna be a good program though. I'm just letting everyone know it's gonna be really, really solid. Like if you like, let's go to the, let's go there. So if we go back to here, we can kind of go over what is in that cohort, right? So you can get this for 2,100 if you use the code I accept. And we have prompt engineering, advanced RAG basics, ML ops, end-to-end applications. It's going to be freaking sick. It's going to be such a good boot camp, right? And like, if you guys are curious about like if you're a fit for these kind of things, right? I actually have a new thing here that is where we can go here, right? And you go to dataexpert.io/am I a fit, and that'd be the way to go. I think you could expand your net if you incorporated some kind of visa consultation or filtering. You are best connected to the Valley, and lots of people want to be there. Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like, I just get like, I get that that's something that I should do, right? And that like, there's 5 million things that I could potentially work on, and this is why you need co-founders, right? Co-founders are really good, right? That would be really good. And so at the end of the day, like, it's complicated, right? It's a complicated mess of a thing to understand like what you're supposed to be working on, right? And that like, yeah, are you going to focus on platforms like AWS SageMaker, Bedrock, LangChain? LangChain is a part of this bootcamp for sure. In the end-to-end AI applications, we're not using like we will probably like dabble a little bit in Bedrock, not SageMaker, but Bedrock and LangChain are definitely going to be in this bootcamp. So yeah, it should be that part should be pretty sick. Like LangChain is a big part of this for sure. That's the like, if we go back to like the other one, because I had another program that's like this is the one that was from last this is the one from last July, because we did this one July 7th. And so we built in this one, we built stuff with MCP, and then we also used LangChain here. We did a lot of LLM tracing with LangChain. We did a lot of like graph RAG stuff and some interesting prompt engineering stuff. So like, yeah, definitely like it should be pretty sick. It should be pretty sick. And like, if you're interested in like learning about this more directly and getting access to this content, you'll notice like if we go to like the all access subscription, right? And you'll see in here like this already has that, right? So the all access subscription has this AI engineering bootcamp. It's right here, right? So this and you can get this for $300 a month or $1,500 a year. And keeping in mind that you can use that 30% off to also get into that. So do you think an AI engineer needs to know data engineering first? No, not necessarily. Like, I mean, my perspective is actually a little bit different in that, like, you'll notice, like, for AI engineering, it's actually better to know full stack. Because I actually have a whole other program on full stack engineering. So if you want to learn like full stack engineering with Next.js and JavaScript and stuff like that, that's really that's more important than data engineering. Data engineering can be very useful to like scaling your AI and making your AI less hallucinate less, but it's not necessarily like absolutely critical to get your AI up and running. So it's kind of like, that's the way that you want to be thinking about things as you kind of like step through what's going on, right? So I mean, yeah, just letting everyone know, like, I'm answering any questions y'all have about whatever you want to talk about. I'm here. I'm open book, like just trying to, provide value, show up for people, like see what's going on, trying to get my energy back. Right. This live is much better than the last live. Like the last live on here made me want to give up. So yeah, it's pretty great. Like there's going to be a lot of different topics and value that we can potentially get here. But definitely the October bootcamp is going to be sick. I'm really excited about it. Like that one would be probably the best place that you could go in terms of like what try to say here in terms of like learning from me the quickest way you can. But like, like we're gonna be doing all sorts of cool stuff, right? So I'm trying to like figure out how to like do more, right? And like build more stuff here because it's gonna be sick. Like, but the free bootcamp's gonna be going well. Like we're gonna have a lot more like basic content and the beginner content as well. That will be part of like the matching algorithm here pretty soon as well. So should be pretty sick. So like, if you guys are interested in like understanding what programs might be a fit, you can go to dataexpert.io/am I a fit. And that you can actually put in your LinkedIn URL and you can actually get an analysis of like what is a fit and why this program would be good for you or what might not be good, right? Hey Zach, really interested. Completely occupied with job responsibilities next month. Will this AI bootcamp will be available in the subscription? It is right now. Right, you can get the last version of it right now, Shubham. Right, you can get the one that was filmed in July. It will eventually be in that other one. It's like it will eventually show up in the other a subscription product like the October bootcamp. What will be the prerequisite of the October bootcamp? You just need to know Python. You need to know Python. Python's the big thing. Like if you have decent Python skills, then that's all you really need. Do you think data analytics is dying? No, right? I think that data analytics is like actually in some ways very alive and very well right now because like you can like this is more and more data that's getting collected, right? Like we have so much more data that's coming in and getting collected. So like that would be the a big thing to be thinking about as like you're kind of going through and building your stuff. Like I think that it's changing. I think that like data analytics is changing. I think that the era of like where you just had to know very basic skills to like be a data analyst, that chapter is closing, and that data analysts are going to need to upskill. They have to upskill. They have to learn AI. If they don't learn AI, they're going to be cooked for sure. But like I do think that like data analytics will always have a place because like at the end of the day, data analytics is like we just need to know what's going on. It's like awareness, right? It's awareness of truth, right? Because data analytics is just looking at information and making good judgment calls from it, right? Do you think well-found AngelList is a good way to connect with the Valley? I'm trying to find Valley startups looking to bring an outsider in. I think that that's a decent way to go. I mean, like I would say that like cold outreach on Twitter is probably better, right? Like just like reaching out and sending DMs to people, right? That would be probably another way to do it. Hey, Irfan. Hey, it's Irfan from AU. Just wanted to say, miss you. Hope you to have you in Data Eng Bytes again. Yeah, I mean, well, I maybe next year. Next year might happen. Like, I mean, Data Eng Bytes was fun. Data Eng Bytes was a nice, fun, a nice, fun program that was definitely something I really, really enjoyed. So, like, yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm trying to like figure out how to like make more value and build more stuff with y'all, and like also like have a good balance with all this stuff because it's like freaking I feel like sometimes I just work all the time every day and like it's complicated, right? Because it's like you want to provide as much value as you can, but you also want to live a happy life, right? It's like you don't want to just like be a slave to the capitalist machine. You want to like freaking enjoy and like have a freaking time where you just feel recovered and feel powerful, right? It's very, very intriguing, right? Very, very intriguing where things are going to go. But like definitely like AI is the future, y'all. Like, and I'm gonna be building out so much more too. Like one of the things I want to show y'all, like let me go back here. So let's go back to the like so if we go to like this one. Okay, so you see how this is like Kanika's results that said that like the AI bootcamp was the best fit for her. So like one of the things I want to do is like I also want to make it so that you can have a learning path. So like essentially it matches you to a program and then it will take this program and it will tell you exactly the order in which you should learn things. Because like a lot of my programs are very like dense, right? Like I'm trying to break out my programs to be smaller so that like you guys can pay like $50 or $100 to like get my content, right? Like this guy's pretty good. This pipelines content, like you'll notice like I'm gonna be releasing a lot of like $50 to $100 courses over the next bit. Right, you'll see like this building pipelines with Iceberg and Airflow. You can get this for $97. It's a pretty good deal. And like you can even use the code, right? So if you're like, you can add the I accept code here, right? And then what is it? You can get it for $67. So that's pretty decent. Like, and then you can learn everything you want about Airflow and Iceberg. It's a lot of content actually. There's like freaking like many hours. It's like 8 hours of content. And I'm going to be releasing a lot more there because I think a lot of y'all think that my content is very expensive. And the reason why it's expensive is because it's so freaking comprehensive, right? It's hundreds and hundreds of hours of content that like really like go really deep, right? Arezo says, can you tell me more about how AI benefits data and digital marketing? I run a digital marketing agency and I'd like to know if it's really going to be helpful. Yeah. I mean, well, with digital marketing, right, you have lead qualification. So you need to understand like how warm a lead is. So is this lead going to be medium? Is it going to be hot? Is it like, and you can kind of classify your leads based on how people are talking and like the profile of the customer who's sending it in. So like that's a like middle of the funnel it's really good for. And then at top of the funnel, right, you can do like things like you can generate LinkedIn posts, you can generate freaking like you can actually like use it to like generate AI slop that ruins LinkedIn, right? But at the same time it doesn't ruin LinkedIn. It's like both at the same time. It's kind of crazy. So like that's another strategy that could potentially work, right? As you're kind of like stepping through and trying to apply more. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about like can you actually what am I trying to say here? Can you actually like use AI? It's like, can you use AI to improve your freaking skills, right? So that's and improve your business outcomes, right? So saying how much and what aspects of DSA is needed for data engineer, and also how important and where is the best way to learn system design for data engineers? Like, I mean, I'm like, I'd say Byte Go is still the best, right? Because system design is about the same whether you're a data engineer or not. Like if you're a software engineer or a data engineer, system design is still the same, but then you have like DSA. You need DSA. You just need it a little bit less than software engineers. So generally speaking, you want to be really honing in on those the LeetCode mediums and like stacks and queues and recursion and stuff like that. I actually have a free, that's actually part of the free bootcamp. So like if you want to go and you go to like learn.dataexpert.io and you can go to like, if you just join the community bootcamp, then you can actually go start learning. Oh wait, let me go back here. Sorry. Freaking that opened the wrong tab. So then in the community bootcamp, you actually have it should have it in the dashboard. Let me go to the dashboard. So in the dashboard, there should be data engineer interview skills. So in here, right, there's like the data architecture interview. So like if you go over this video, this data architecture interview here, this is a freaking free video. You can go to www.dataexpert.io/lesson/the data architecture interview, and it's a great place to start. There's a bunch of other ones here. There's also the data structures interview. I actually have two here. These are both pretty good videos. And there's also like the product sense interview, the behavioral interview, all of these. You can learn more about Scala, a bunch of like live SQL trainings, data modeling. And then there's also a bunch of content here about AI and LLM. This stuff is another very interesting, like 4 hours of videos talking about like how to do LLM driven data engineering. So like this stuff's really cool. You should have access to this content it should be like all of these videos are free. So like if you let me just send you this link as well. So like you can like it's all open and free. So like you can just you can go here and that should be you can join it there and it should be free. So you say, do you recommend using Alteryx as an ETL tool? Sure. What's your perspective on Alteryx? Yours? I mean, it's like Alteryx is just like other low code things I don't really like. I don't really like low code tooling because it's like it abstracts away what the hell's actually going on. So I leverage a lot using SQL for in database connection, but would you recommend using Python or PySpark for other ETL or data wrangling? Yes. Just like the more you can use Python, the better, because like that's going to be the better way to do it. Do you have account names on X that you think are good starting points for networking with the Valley? I mean, like what Gary Tan, Gary Tan, Y Combinator, those kind of guys. I don't know. Like you could probably find it. Like it depends on like what you're looking for, but like I would say that's going to be the way to do it. This is my profile, and I want to see AI engineer. Yeah, I mean, Jose, you can just go to that website yourself, right? It's like that's completely free. The analysis here, this is totally free. You just go to dataexpert.io/am I a fit, and then you can put whatever career goal you want, and then you can see exactly what like how my programs will match. So definitely check it out. I spent a lot of time on that feature over the weekend. I grinded my face off trying to get that feature working, dude. It was freaking good. It's pretty good actually. I'm pretty excited about it. So I would say that you could find a really powerful way to kind of go about doing stuff. But like, I mean, at the end of the day, like I know that there's a lot of like fear about AI, and it's like at the end of the day, like one of the things that you got to remember about AI is that like there's a massive opportunity here as well, right? There's a massive, massive, massive opportunity in front of us. It's like it's not like it's always framed as if like AI is going to take our jobs and then we're all going to be homeless and starving, and it's like it's not like that, right? It's actually like if you learn AI, then like you can build something incredible, right? And then you can actually like I've been noticing this as I've gone through my freaking journey, and as I've gotten more AI literate, right? Let's see. I changed my mind and I already bought your subscription. I already got scammed. I hope you are not a scammer. You seem legit. Thank you, Pradeep. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Like I like how you've come full circle here. Pradeep, like if you want Pradeep here, like if you want to message me, right? Then just message me freaking like on Discord, because you should have access to the Discord, right? Because like when you join, right? When you join the subscription product, right? Like it's pretty cool. Like so the subscription product when you join, right? So let's go to program all access subscription. So one of the things that's cool is you have this credentials tab, right? So you get to join all of these different things, right? So you get access to Astronomer Discord. So this is the bootcamp Discord. You get access to the community Discord. You get access to the two different data expert code bases, and you'll see like this data expert code base actually has tons of hands-on projects that you can work on. So it has freaking 35 repos in it, right? And so like you can go into like I don't know, let's say like the AI engineering July 2025 bootcamp, right? And you can walk through this, and then there's going to be a bunch of like hands-on projects that you can work through, like and like you end up actually deploying stuff through Vercel and all that stuff as well, right? So that would be the way to do it. Can you give us your best Alex Jones impersonation where he declares that AI will never break the spirit of humanity? They're turning the frogs gay. AI will never break the spirit of humanity. I don't know. I tried. That's terrible. Alex Jones is a fucking character and a half, dude. So like, I mean, just letting everyone know, like, I am an open book here. Like, so if you guys like have specific questions that you want answered in the DMs, like, you can either hit me up on LinkedIn, hit me up on Twitter, you can hit me up freaking anywhere essentially, and I will get you in, right? And I will talk with you, and we can figure out a way to like get you in, because I'm trying to motivate people to get inspired to learn AI, right? And I get that like sometimes price point can be crazy, especially when all this stuff is kind of like bouncing, right? So right, let's see, last question, I promise. AI is making coding simple, so are leak code rounds with rote memorization still relevant? No, they're not, because like companies are changing, right? Like Meta no longer requires, or Meta does not let like you can use AI during the freaking coding round for Meta, right? So like the coding rounds are changing a lot, right? It's like they're really about examining your thought process now versus like having to memorize leak code questions, which is amazing, because memorizing leak code was fucking stupid. There was a very stupid thing that we did in our culture for a long time. Are there open source tools that are free or almost free that can do impressive end-to-end data projects for people trying to break in? Yeah, I mean, like what you want to use, like Dagster is pretty free or pretty cheap, right? What Dagster, and then like you can use Dagster and Python, and like I don't know, like you can maybe set up like a Trino cluster or like a free Snowflake trial, right? Like I would say like you probably want to use like a Databricks free edition is probably the thing that you would want to use here. Like I would say check out Databricks free edition. That's probably what's going to be the best, right? For freshers who's looking for data engineering role, where is the focus more, SQL, Python, or cloud? Python, and then cloud, and then SQL. As DE, we need to keep architecture in mind, since much of our work already involves architecture thinking. What additional skills or perspectives are most important for transitioning into a data architect? I mean, well, data architecture is like, how do you have like data quality by default, like default data quality? How do you enforce data quality in an interesting way, right? How do you handle late arriving data? So like you need to learn more about like the data landing zone. This is like the transition from like Kafka into the lake, right? So like when you land data in a queue, how do you get the data out of a queue and put it into a table, right? There's things like Tableflow nowadays from Confluent that's really, really sick. Highly recommend checking that out. There's so much to be said there. Like there's a lot of data, a lot of different skills that you can learn there. A lot of it just comes back around like the transitionings, right? So thanks, Zach. You're motivating me a lot to push myself and learn more. Loved your community edition bootcamp. Good night. Yeah, have a good night, Musab. I appreciate you too. I appreciate your goodwill and the free the beginner bootcamp. We're going to be doing a lot more videos and releasing a lot more here as well. So like it should be pretty great as we kind of like step through this and get more content rolling. I'm excited about it, y'all. Like there should be some really good things on the horizon. Let's just talk a little bit more like what other questions you guys got? Like what are your plans for Christmas? I'll probably go back to Utah and hang out with the fam. Like that's probably what I'll do. It's crazy. That's 100 days till Christmas, right? 100 days. This year has just blown by, right? It's just like another year, another year gone, another year freaking that like is just disappearing, right? And we're just gonna have to have another way of doing things, right? That yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited that like things are going to be going in a very very positive direction though, right? As like life kind of moves forward and we kind of like 2025 has been a great year. It's been a really great year, and I'm really excited to see like where we can go with this stuff, So yeah, like I'm like, so the next couple videos we're going to be doing in the free bootcamp, I'm going to be doing a couple more basic videos on Python and SQL because I think there's definitely some people who like they didn't really they didn't really like the level of freaking like I kind of hit them at the wrong level. There were some beginners who really didn't like what was going on. And so like we need to like kind of work through that. But yeah, like but I mean at the end of the day we're getting there, right? We're figuring stuff out, right? We're figuring out how to like build and grow, and I'm trying to learn how to teach as many people as possible, right? Because like sometimes I feel like I need to only teach intermediate concepts because like there's going to be 5 billion other people who are teaching the basics. But then like at the same time, I want to be able to connect with people and then like have them learn from me from square one. Because I feel like if they learn from me all the way from the beginning, then that can be a really solid way to go. So like I'm excited to see where all that goes, right? And where we can kind of step into this space, because it should be pretty good. Should be pretty sick. Like I'm very very encouraged by like building this community, right? And figuring out like how to teach and grow people and get people excited and get people hopeful about the future, right? Because the future is scary sometimes, right? Because it's like, who the hell knows what's going to happen, right? The future can go in all sorts of different directions, and like I really think that that's one of those things that like we need to like focus more on, is like how do we like get the future into where we want to go, right? How's it going, Xavier? What's up? So remember, everyone, like if you guys are interested in joining like my AI bootcamp, you can get 30% off right here. This is valid till the end of the week. This is valid till the 18th or 19th, like the 19th of September. And that will be the last day that you can freaking use this coupon. And then it will be 20%. Then you can only get 20% off. So save you $300 if you make the decision today. Right? It'll be significantly better. But like I'm just curious. Like I'm here to answer any of y'all's questions. I have about another 6-7 minutes here before I have to like sign off. But like I definitely I'm really excited to see where we can go with this stuff. And like there should be some really good really good contents and really good learnings on the horizon that I can just tell that are going to be here. And like it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, y'all. Like I hope y'all realize that, like that you have this light in you. You have this energy in you that you can deploy, right? You have a light and energy that you can deploy and create your own reality, right? And that reality is like part of it is like by listening to like finding people who are good and finding like the people in your life that are good, who you can listen to, who you can trust, right? And that like are not going to lead you astray. And if you do that, then freaking things are going to look better for you. They're going to 100% look better for you. Like, and that's going to be the way to do it. Right. So yeah, Ethan saying, I've respected you early for being more ambitious with the content you teach, but I totally get the motivation to pull in newbies. I'm sure you can walk the line. Yeah. Yo, Zach, thanks a ton for the recent content that you've been uploading. The fact of having a community that backs you up with no doubts is fantastic. I've met some awesome people. That's great. Yeah, I mean that's a big thing. Like with a lot of these boot camps, it's not really about like freaking what I'm trying to say here. It's not really about like the learning as much as it is about the network, right? It's about the friends that you make along the way, and it's about like, even though that feels a little cheesy, it feels a little bit like inauthentic and cheesy. Like you can definitely like find a lot of value that way, right? You can find a lot of like people there, because it's like if you can get motivated and like you can become like the people in the boot camps, and you can become hungry, and you're like, I am motivated to learn every day. Because it's like at the end of the day, it's like if you have a habit to learn every day, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. It just takes time. It just takes time, and that's why like these boot camps. That's the whole point, is that like they come in and then like we motivate you to learn every day, and it allows for freaking really really good connections, right? And that's really where we're gonna be finding a lot of value and finding a lot of stuff here. So like, but remember, we are launching an AI boot camp. That's going to be really sick. The AI boot camp is going to be really, really, really good. So let me here. I'm just gonna share that again so you guys can see what's going on. Let's save this. We have the AI in this one. So this boot camp is going to be really sick. We have like prompt engineering, advanced RAG, ML ops, RAG basics, end-to-end AI applications. It's going to be like we're going to be built like at the end of it, you're going to have a really awesome AI application that you can share as a portfolio project, right? And that's going to be like one of the best things that you could work on. And so like we also have like a book club. So during the whole cohort, like we actually read AI Engineering by Chip Wen, which is a really really solid AI book that like will give you another perspective and a deeper understanding of like the theory. So like you'll get a lot of theory from the book, and then you'll get a lot of application from me, and a lot of value in terms of like application and growing from me. And that will be the ultimate like kind of way that you'll get a lot of energy, right? Will your courses be helpful to one who is a site reliable engineer? I yeah, I mean like AI will be useful. I mean I would say that probably less so. That's probably not quite as good. When will you start that? So this boot camp starts on the October 20th. October 20th is when this AI boot camp will start, right? It's right there on a very very loud October 20th 2025. We will be launching, and it will be a really sick time. And remember, like you can currently get 30% off. So it's not 3,000, it will be 2,100. Like if you join right now, and you can join with this code here, and that will be really really good. And yeah, like I would recommend it. So this is going to be one of the things that can really capture your attention here, and really get people rolling and get people in. Like it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like and like I think some of y'all have been in this live like the whole time, like in the live for the whole time. And so like I want to reward that. I actually want to reward that behavior, because I think that that's going to be it's good, because at the end of the day, if you stick around. Oh dude, Jose, thank you so much for leaving my Trustpilot review, dude. I got massacred by someone on Trustpilot, and I was like, dude, like why you do that? Stop it, right? It's like it's so much, and we're gonna say 1 second, guys. Okay, so for the next 5 people, we actually are going to have another discount code here. So if you go here and you go to September 15th, this actually gives you 50% off. So you can get 50% off. This is only going to be valid for the next hour or so, though, and it's only for the first 5 people. So then you can actually get in for a significantly better deal. Like, and it's only valid for like, I'm going to be on live for the next like 10 minutes or so, and we'll be able to kind of go from there and kind of get people in and get people rolling, because that's what I really want, right? So yep, definitely do that, right? Personally, I saw that. Was it a bot account or just a couple disgruntled souls? I think disgruntled souls, dude. I'm like, dude, this guy was freaking wild, dude. I'm just releasing a free boot camp here, right? And so like definitely that's the that's the way to do things. Like I'm pretty excited about it, right? There should be a lot of goodness here that is definitely going to be happening, right? So how's everyone doing here, right? So like, this can get you 50% off. It's only valid, it looks like 3 people have already used it. It's coming pretty quick, but like definitely if you are interested, like this would be a really solid use of really probably the best deal that you'll probably ever see from this live. But like that's pretty good. Given your experience in data engineering, which platform would you recommend a new professional learn first? AWS, Azure, or GCP? I would say AWS. AWS, just because it depends on where you live. It's complicated. This is not like you really need to look up in your country what is used the most. So like if you live in America, AWS. Like if you're in like Europe, it's probably Azure, right? And then GCP is kind of like a little bit behind the game, right? It's a little bit like behind the is not like as ahead of the game, right? So that's one of those things that definitely would be kind of like sneaking around, right? So yeah, like but like, and then I would say specifically, how should someone align this choice with long-term career growth and industry demand? Like, well, all three of them, like if you just pick a cloud, like you got to remember, like a lot of the stuff that you learn in the clouds, like whether it be freaking GCP or Azure or AWS, and you learn how to deploy stuff in the cloud, it doesn't really matter which one you pick, right? Because the cloud is the cloud, man. Like, and it's gonna work regardless. Like the cloud is the cloud. So like, and as long as you freaking have that in the back of your mind, like it's very easy to kind of move between one to the other, right? That is going to be the way to do things, right? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Gafar, for sure. Thank you for actually taking me up on that freaking code, dude. Because it's like this code's gonna disappear, and people are like, it's kind of wild that people are not noticing it. So you can use code SEP15. This will be valid for the next hour. You can actually get 50% off. And so like I would highly recommend taking me up on this offer. It's a very vanishing offer, very quick. It's gonna kind of disappear pretty quick here, but definitely what do you say here, like I think when you're like thinking about learning cloud, or you're learning like you want to learn fundamentals, right? So like whether you learn Databricks or Snowflake or AWS or Azure or GCP or freaking Iceberg or Delta or Huddy or Airflow or Dagster or Prefect or Mage, or there's like 5 trillion fucking technologies out there that you could potentially learn, right? But at the end of the day, like what you need to learn, right, is all of these technologies have a freaking like an abstraction that you got to remember, right? So you have so if you look at like BigQuery, Snowflake, Spark, what else is there? Those are BigQuery, Snowflake, Spark, those three. Those are like going to be your distributed compute frameworks. So if you understand distributed compute, then you can learn any of those very quickly. And then you can just pick one, learn one, and then you can learn the other two very easily, right? That is the better way to do things, right? I would say that that's going to be how you really actually get more value from stuff, is going to be that way of doing things, right? So well, what else is there? We have like you have job orchestration. So that's going to be like, can you run a pipeline that runs regularly? That's Dagster, Prefect, Mage, Airflow, Databricks workflows, Microsoft Fabric. Like there's like 5 trillion ways to do that as well. But again, it's like, do you know cron? Do you know cron is what it is at the end of the day? That's the base fundamental technology that like is like, and that's just the computer's clock. The computer's clock that fires a signal every day or every hour or every minute, right? And it's like dun 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 dun. It's like a drummer. It's pretty cool. And what else you got? Like data quality frameworks, like you have like Great Expectations, Amazon DQ, like those kind of different like frameworks. It's like I actually encourage students to actually do their own DQ manually first, so that they can learn how to like actually do they actually do it that way, because that's going to be a really solid way to kind of like get in and be able to like understand what these magical frameworks are actually doing beneath the hood. So like that would be the other big way to be thinking about this. So it looks like there's like one more left here for this dataexpert.io slash September 15th. It looks like we have like literally one more use, and then it will be gone. It will be gone. It's crazy. Um, I like so much your video about AI engineering and data engineering. Thank you, Ikaru. I'm gonna be making more videos like that. I need to. I just like, it's a lot. YouTube videos are a lot. Like it's like trying to like get all the freaking creativity and the filming and all that stuff is like together is just like it's a lot that I've been trying to figure out the right way to kind of go about doing things. But yeah. Are certifications really useful to break into DE roles? I mean, they can be. I think portfolio is better. I think but like both like you should just do all of it. Just do all of it. Like, I mean, there's enough hours in the day to do all of it. Just do all of it. Just freaking just quit messing around and just freaking do all of it. You know what I mean? Like, if you just do that, then you will freaking be significantly better off, right? Because the more like lean into the idea that you need to do more than you expect, right? Lean into the idea that like it's going to take longer than you expect. Lean into the idea that like it will happen, but it's going to only happen when you freaking like when you feel worthy, right? Which usually means you have to work your ass off before you're going to feel worthy to like actually get in and actually be able to kind of like go through this stuff, right? So that would be the other thing that you want to be thinking about as like you're stepping through and building out this stuff, right? So definitely that's going to be the way to do it. Let's see. Hi, I'm currently working as a Java ETL developer. How do you think the switch is to be a data engineer? Which courses of yours can be helpful here? So I think there's a couple here. So I would say I would start with you're a Java ETL developer, so you probably already have the skills necessary to join the community bootcamp. So UDIT, I would say if you go to learn.dataexpert.io, so there's a thing called the community bootcamp. Let me share that. So let's go to the community bootcamp. So we'll join. So here's the community bootcamp here. So this is the community bootcamp. And so this is where you can actually learn everything. I would say this is where you're going to want to start, is this community bootcamp. It's really great. It's free, 100% free. If you feel like this is too much, you can actually start with the absolutely free beginner data engineering bootcamp. This one's also pretty good. It's absolutely free. So yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so definitely I would highly recommend checking those kind of things out, because that's going to give you just a lot more kind of interest and connection into this space. So like yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. Like, so definitely remember, like, so this code here is good for 50% off. There's still one left. It's freaking like there's always how it is. Like freaking I think we might be moving it a little bit more, but like you say, can we ask questions about your creator workflows? 100%. I'm here to I'm here to answer any questions. Like I'm down to shift gears, talk about whatever. I'm here just jabbering, right? So like I hope that y'all join the AI bootcamp, because the AI bootcamp is going to be freaking amazing. But like yeah, I do a lot of different creator stuff. Like I like ManyChat. ManyChat's really good for Instagram. And so definitely this is going to be great. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be getting a lot of people in here, and I'm excited to see where y'all can kind of like set in, right? And like so good. I like this live. This live is freaking, it's getting me back in the groove of things, right? Like I feel like I came back from the burn and I was like such a sensitive little baby, and now I'm like not a sensitive little baby. I've like kind of come back around, right? Yeah, thank you, Zach. We'll check it out. Yeah, for sure. Learn.dataexpert.io. That's where you can learn from me for free. You can learn from me for free. So that's the way to do things. So okay, someone just bought for the last one, so I'm actually going to be kind here and give people a couple more. We're going to open up a couple more slots with this for this discount code. And so but I got to get heading out, y'all. I have a freaking dinner I got to get going to. But like, if you're interested, this SEP 15 should be valid for the next 30 minutes or so, next 30-45 minutes. I highly recommend checking it out and thinking about like if you want to make an investment in learning from me. And anyways, hope y'all have a fantastic Monday. We have 5 weeks until the AI bootcamp. You guys can study up, you can build into it, and we will freaking be in a very, very good spot as this kind of goes into the future here, right? So thank you guys so much for your time today. And I really hope that we can just keep building up energy as a community, and we can keep building and keep growing and keep learning together, because I really, really appreciate each and every one of you, because I feel your support. I feel your connection. I feel your love. And I'm going to be making more videos about the free boot camp. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday, and